Hey guys, it's Tian. I'm a fitness trainer and bodybuilder. This is a health and fitness show for everyone, whether you're a fitness fanatic, struggling with discipline, or maybe you're just plain lazy. Today we're talking about fast food. Now let's face it, we all have our cravings and sometimes we just want to indulge. So I'm going to show you how you can eat healthier at fast food restaurants without feeling too guilty. A great tip is to ask for your burgers protein style. That means instead of burger buns, it's wrapped in lettuce instead. You could also ask for more vegetables to make your meal just a bit healthier. But will fast food restaurants accommodate my special request? Let's find out. So I just came from McDonald's where I ordered my double cheeseburger protein style with extra veggies. So when I ordered, the lady was really confused. So she went to go and ask her manager to take my order. The manager said, okay, but there still seems to be quite a lot of confusion. So it definitely looks very small compared to a normal size burger. There are 2 patties here with cheese. Also has lettuce and oh wow. This is really messy. So they did give me extra veggies because in a double cheeseburger, they normally just add pickles and ketchup. Well, it is still protein style to be fair, but my expectation was that the patty kind of be enveloped in a big lettuce. But I suppose they only have, chopped lettuce and not the big lettuce. This is a bit difficult to eat. It still does taste like a cheeseburger. It's still really tasty because the beef patty is really tasty, along with the cheese and a bit of the crunch from the lettuce. But I'd say that as you can see, it's not the easiest burger to eat. But also because I'm also a very messy eater, so I think some people can eat it a lot more gracefully than me. So I ordered the grilled chicken burger protein style from Burger King. When I placed my order, at first the guy looked at me strange. He didn't really understand what protein style meant, so he asked me if I wanted extra beef. And I said, no, I just don't want the burger with a burger bun. I just want it wrapped in a lettuce. And immediately he said, no, cannot. I asked like, oh, is it possible I cannot eat the bread? I'm on a diet. He went to go and talk to the person who's doing the burger. And then he came back, he said, okay, can. So let's see what it looks like. It's my protein style chicken burger. It has grilled chicken patty, a piece of tomato, and 4 pieces of lettuce. I think you might as well order a chicken salad. So in general, it seems that there are not many people who make these kind of protein style requests for their burgers. If you are going to be ordering it in this manner, then be prepared for there to be a lot of confusion. However, to be fair, I only tried this with 2 fast food chains. So if you guys know of any other chains that do protein style burgers, do let me know. If you're really craving the taste of fried chicken, one thing you can do is to ask for your chicken without the skin. There's actually a lot of fat in chicken skin and it's deep fried in crumbs and batter. You're looking at quite a lot of extra carbs as well. So I just came out of Popeyes where I ordered chicken breast and drumstick, no chicken skin. When I was ordering, the guy at first he looked at me so strange and he said that he couldn't because all the chicken is actually pre-fried. So he actually used the food tong and actually helped me to take the skin off the deep fried chicken. And I would say he did a pretty good job. Both him and his manager said that they've never heard of anyone asking for chicken with no skin before. In fact, some people even ask for more chicken skin. I don't think that taking out the chicken skin makes it much less enjoyable because if you have your chicken like this, you still have a bit of moistness and some crunch from the breadcrumbs, but you don't have too much fat from the chicken skin. So I just came from KFC. The guy behind the counter took the food tongs and he very skillfully took out the skin from the chicken. And on the other side, we still have a bit of chicken skin, but it's mostly the crumbs. So I know to some of you, the chicken skin is the best part and why would you eat chicken without the chicken skin? If removing the skin is too much for you, then maybe what you could do is to get chicken skin on one and don't get chicken skin on the other. Make it a compromise and take these baby steps because cutting out the chicken skin really helps to cut the calories in your meals. So in summary, every little step counts. Next up is pizza, and you can have healthier pizza if you opt for less sauce, less cheese, and have it on a thin crust instead of a regular crust. Right now, I'm gonna call Pizza Hut. Could I please order 1 regular Hawaiian pizza with thin crust, less cheese, and less sauce? Maybe about half of it. Okay? Neela. Okay, I will leave a customer compliment for you. Okay, thank you for accommodating my request. That was actually pretty easy. It kind of seemed like she's had this request before. She just went, oh okay, normal. So my Pizza Hut delivery has arrived. Here is my thin crust Hawaiian pizza with less sauce and less cheese. And for comparison's sake, I also ordered a regular Hawaiian pizza with regular crust and the normal amount of sauce and cheese. There's definitely quite a significant difference between the regular crust and the thin crust pizza, which is great because by ordering thin crust, you're going to be cutting down on your carbs, which means less sugar because carbs get processed into sugar in our bodies. So for my thin crust pizza, I also asked for half the amount of sauce and cheese. But looking at it from just the surface level, I can't really tell much of a difference. So I'm gonna start off with the thin crust pizza first. And now I'm gonna try the regular version. So in terms of the amount of cheese and sauce, there isn't significantly less in the thin crust pizza. I suppose the lady knew that I was trying to be healthier and in ordering less sauce and less cheese, so she kind of did it across the board. But in terms of enjoyment level, I actually enjoy the thin crust pizza a lot more than the thick crust pizza because I can actually taste more of the sauce and more of the cheese. With the regular crust pizza, I can taste a lot more bread, so I can't really enjoy the sauce and the cheese as much as I would on a thin crust pizza. By ordering less cheese and sauce, you're actually cutting on fat and sodium. Sodium does cause you to have a lot of bloating and a lot of water retention, making you feel really uncomfortable, which is why you might feel quite uncomfortable and lethargic after you eat fast food. This is my order from Domino's Pizza. The thin crust is really very thin as compared to the regular crust pizza. It's also very obvious that the thin crust has less sauce and less cheese, so they did fulfill my order. When I said less cheese, they took it very, very literally. There's almost no cheese here. It's just a thin layer of cheese, but I must say it's still really yummy because you still get the sweetness from the sauce. So in terms of my enjoyment level, if I were to give this a 10, I would have to give this about a 6. But I would say though, the amount of calories that you are saving from the pizza is a lot. Because the crust is so thin, the carbs are maybe a quarter of the carbs that you'd get from the regular pizza. Ultimately, pizza is pizza, so it's really hard to come by bad pizza. And if you didn't compare them side by side, the difference isn't really that obvious. So yeah, I think you guys should definitely give this a try. So here are a few more tips. So one tip is to eat your burgers open faced, and what that means is to just take out the top of your bun, remove it, don't eat it, and immediately you cut your carbs by almost half. I actually do this quite a lot because it not only immediately removes the calories from the extra carbs, but you actually get a lot more enjoyment just eating your burgers without the extra bread because you can taste the sauce, you can taste the meat and the cheese a lot better. So to make your burger even healthier, you could actually scrape off some or most of the sauce. Sauce is just a lot of sugar and mostly fat. It didn't seem like a lot when I first opened the burger, but it's actually quite a heaping teaspoon of tartar sauce that I got from this filet-o-fish alone. And I'm gonna actually show you guys just how much sauce and how many calories you save just by removing the sauce. This is my weighing scale. I take it around with me wherever I go. Oh, yo, battery low. So there are about 12 grams of tartar sauce in my burger. That's about 50 to 60 calories. Now it might not seem like a lot, but it actually takes about 10 minutes of running, and I'm not talking about, jogging. I mean like real long-term running for 10 minutes straight in order for you to burn those 60 calories. So honestly, taking out the sauce doesn't compromise the flavor all that much. I actually think I might prefer eating it this way because with the tartar sauce, it gets a bit too creamy and too sweet. But without the top bun and without the tartar sauce, you can really taste the tenderness of the filet-o-fish burger, and you still get the tastiness from the residue sauce. So another one of my personal favorite tips is the napkin method. And what it is that you use a piece of paper napkin to dab off any excess oil from your food. All blot it like how you would all blot your face. As you can see, I am removing all the excess oil from the surface. And by doing this, you save about 40 calories per slice of pizza. And imagine if you had 3 slices of pizza. That's about 120 calories. And 120 calories is about 20 minutes running on a treadmill. This method works on all other types of oily and fried food. Yeah, this is a very easy and, okay, it looks a bit strange, but great way to save your calories. Unless you really love oily food, I don't think that the enjoyment level really reduces that much by using this method to dab off the oil. So I actually use this method quite a lot, and I'm gonna tell you guys a pretty funny but quite embarrassing story. So last year I went out with this guy, and it was our very first date, and we went to this really classy, like high-end restaurant. And when we got to ordering, I actually ordered my meat with less salt and less oil. So when the food came, it looked really oily and very greasy, and I don't really like super greasy food. I thought I could salvage the situation, so I went to the toilet and I actually went to go and get those paper towels that you use to wipe your hands after you wash your hands. And I came back to my table, and then I sit there and I sheepishly started dabbing my fish in front of him. I think he just thought that it was a bit bizarre and a bit extreme. So there was no date number 2. So we've come to the end of this episode. I hope you found these tips useful, and at the end of the day I can give you all these tips, but if you really love your fast food in its true and original form, it's fine, but if you're gonna indulge, just make sure you do it in moderation. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and also to click the subscribe button and also the little bell so you can get a notification every single time we post a new video. Or you could download the Clicknetwork app to watch all our videos before they hit YouTube. So that's all for now. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys.